Well, howdy and welcome back to the Bender Bunker, or to the Bender Bunker. This is your first time with us. We are indeed your one-stop shop for B-Bender guitar-related lesson videos here on the YouTube channel world. And we've got a fun one today for you. It's something I'm calling utility lick, the Swiss Army knife of licks, if you will, because it's very adaptable in a lot of situations, much like a Swiss Army knife is. And I remember when I first started playing lead guitar at all, it wasn't second nature, and it was always kind of good to have something in your back pocket to start the solo with, and you could see where you went from there. And that situation kind of happened again when I installed a Bender, because it wasn't second nature, and so I started thinking out my solos a lot more than I was accustomed to, because I was more comfortable with regular lead playing by that point. And again, the concept is, let's just have a starting point for you to get started with a B-Bender solo, and then you can take it from there. So that's the genesis of this lick I'm about to show you. Also, it positions your hand for other B-Bender action there if you want to keep going on the solo, or it's also positioning your hand well for non-Bender solos in whatever key you're in. I'm going to go over that as well. So without further ado, let's just play the utility lick here real quick so you can see if you want in. Sounds like this. So that's basically it. You saw me move it up the keys there. It's the same lick. It was in D, then I went to G. It's easy. It's got your hand right where it needs to be for other good lead action, Bender or otherwise. And if that sounds good to you, I'm going to walk you through it in detail. So go grab that Bender, meet me on the other side of the fader. We're going to get right on it. All right, I see you've decided to join me for the utility Swiss Army B-Bender lick. Appreciate you coming on board for this one. Let's get started. I'm going to go here in the key of D for this one, because it sounds good and it shows up nice on the camera. And so again, the lick we're going to learn is, so let's get to it. Let's learn the part that doesn't have any bending to start with. Again, this whole lesson's on the top 3 strings, so don't worry about the bottom 3. And the first part we're going to learn is this. Let's do that and let's knock that out. We're going to start with our ring finger sliding up to the 3rd string on the 7th. That drops our index finger down to the 2nd string on the 5th. And then that positions our little finger for the high E7 quite nicely, so we can make this little triad. Alright, so the details of it is this. So we're coming in to the 3rd string 7th to start the party. Then we're going 2nd string 5th. Back to the G string, high E7th with your little finger, back to where we started, G string 7th, and then we're dropping down and doing high E5th by letting our index finger bar the top 2 strings, although we're initially only hitting the top one. So again, it sounds like this. And for this section, you are alternating always back to your starting note to G string on the 7th. So that's the part we got to know. And that's more up to speed. All right, so the next part we're going to do is going to bring the Bender into the equation. It sounds like this. Okay, so here we go. So there we are with our index finger, high E5th. Now we're actually going to go ahead and hit the B string, your 2nd string on the 5th. It's already barred by your index finger, but we have to have the Bender pre-engaged before we do so, because it's a hit and let down. And then we go back to our starting point there that we still have covered on the G string 7th. So again, one time slow. Okay, so the next part is this. So what we're doing there, of course, we came down, resolved there our starting point, which was our G string 7th. We still got our index covering the top 2 on the 5th. So we're going to down pick the top 2 strings and then hit the Bender up fully. So it sounds like this. Okay. Let's keep that Bender right where it is, fully engaged, because we're going to do the next part, which is... So here we are, we just downpicked the top 2 on the 5th. Bender's fully engaged, and what we're going to do is we're going to alternate between the engaged 5th fret B string Gonna hop up here to the high E on the 8th fret with our little finger. Back to the B. 7th high E with your ring finger. Back to the B. And then the high E on the 5th that's already covered by your index. So that's that little sequence right there. Then go ahead and hit the still bent B, let it down. And resolve it with your opening note, G string 7th. Excuse me, it's this. What I'm kind of doing there to make it a little bit more bendy is when I hit that top 2 on the 5th fret, downstroke in the full bend, I'm kind of doing it again before I start the sequence. So again, kind of giving just a half bend before I start that top high E sequence. So a little bit more up to speed. So there's the lick. That's the utility lick. And again, you can fly up here. The top 2 strings on the 10th fret is going to put you in G territory. Go up 2 more, you're in A. Now, of course, there's variations on the theme now for you, so you can kind of mute with your palm if you want to get a little bit more of that percussive chicken picking. Or let it ring open. So again, I'm flying up and down the neck with that lick, and it's easy to play in any key, and it's a great starting point if you're just not sure where you want to go with your bender solo. You can start with that one. It's already got you. And what does B-benders know as, and what we call here on the channel, the twang box shape, your primary B-bender shape. Of course, we're down here for D, we were up here for G, all that good stuff. And that's what makes it a powerful utility lick, is you're already positioned with your hand to do all kinds of fun B-bender stuff if you want. Now, you're also positioned very nicely, again, using D as our example, to do non-bender stuff because you're very close to an exciting twang box shape for non-B-bender solos as well. So something like in D, because what it's doing is it's got me right here. I'm in an area that's very forgiving for twang playing for D. So you can kind of switch out of bender mode there after you do the lick, and you're already positioned to have fun without it. So that, again, that's what makes it fun. Let's do some more B-bending action after we do the lick, and let's move it up to the key of D, or E. E is an elephant. Something like that. So again, you're thinking, all right, I know how many, what am I going to do after this, but let's just get the party started. We throw the lick in. You decide, yeah, let's do some more B-bending. So in this case, I'll call it the up and down. So you hit the top 2 strings on the 12th, bender fully up, leave it up, walk down to where you were, which is top 2 on the 7th, hit those, down pick those 2 and let it down. Drop to the top 2 strings again, this time index finger, 2nd string, 3rd, and ring finger, high E, 4th. Down pick those 2, bring the bender up. And down pick those top 2 strings open, letting it down. So again, top 2 12th with the bender up. Drop down top 2 7th, hit it, let it down. in the, that 3rd fret, 4th fret here, hit up, let it off open, hit top 2 down. And then whatever you want to do to get out of there, I did. And that's an easy one if you're interested. You're just hitting the open A string, rolling it up to the top 2 fret, and then an open D string. Then you're retracing your steps. You're going back down on the A string, 3 or 2, 1, open. And then 2nd fret, low E, and open. Ooh, let's try that again. So there we have it, the Swiss Army utility knife here on the Bender Bunker. Hope you enjoyed that one. Again, it can be a great starting point when you're just not sure what to do with the solo that's about to come up in the song, but you know you want to use your Bender. Hey, get started from there and see where it leads you. It could be fun, could be a train wreck. That's the joy of lead guitar. Am I wrong? Before we let you go here, I do have an exciting announcement. It's something I'm personally excited about, and I know you will be as well. Those subscribers have been with me a while. Remember from a few videos back, one I called, what did I call that? Beer and Brainstorming, which I may or may not have been slightly inebriated. I'll never say. The gentleman never tells. But I made a pledge to my subscribers in that video I'm now ready to keep. I said that when and if we got to 300 subscribers on our YouTube channel, I, from that point on, would begin performing these lessons wearing pants. I'm excited to say that as of this week, we've hit 300. And so this lesson and all future ones involve me wearing nothing but pants. It's pants from here on out. I think that's going to accelerate the learning pace and allow us all to sleep a little easier. I know I will. So there we go. I want to thank the 300 subscribers and appreciate it. Let's keep this B-Bender party rolling. If this is your first time with us here in the Bender Bunker, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now so you don't forget about us, because there's so much to watch. There's cat videos, there's dog videos, there's one where the guy gets hit in the crotch with a ball. There's a lot on YouTube, so hit that subscribe button so you won't forget about us. If you liked any part of this video, if you thought the utility lick might be for you, go ahead and hit the like button while you're thinking about it. And if you've got any B-Bender friends that aren't aware of this channel, go ahead and share this lesson with them in the channel so they can join the party as well. And again, of course, I'm going to close with the motto we've always lived by from day one here on the Bender Bunker. It is never too late to go on a bender. So I appreciate you watching. Catch you next time.